everybody. Earl at thelogbook.com back for more Voyages of Shelf Discovery. It's time to open up one of the things I picked up in 2023 and then the moment it arrived unceremoniously shoved it into another box because I thought I was going to be moving. So opening this has been a long time coming. This is a character options box set of the Sixth Doctor and his TARDIS. Now, the TARDIS, I have a shelf that is just lousy with TARDISes. But the appeal here really was this very particular deep-cut variant of the Sixth Doctor himself. Which, if you look close at the figure, and this is kind of an interesting way of packaging it, the figure and the TARDIS are not protected. There are no plastic windows anywhere in there. You could reach in there and touch the items. It's an interesting way of doing things, and I don't think it's a way that they used again. This particular variant of the Doctor is as deep a cut as you could ever expect anyone to do in an action figure range. I will put it this way. This is as deep a cut for Doctor Who as the Black Series Jackson figure, the big green rabbit, was for the Star Wars Black Series figures. It's that deep a cut. This particular costume variation dates back to a 1990 stage play called Doctor Who: The Ultimate Adventure. Now, originally, this stage play starred Jon Pertwee as the Doctor, but John was getting up there in years and perhaps hadn't really taken into account the rigors of signing on for many weekly performances as the Doctor on stage again at his age. You know, keep in mind this was 1990. This was 6 years before Jon Pertwee died. He was signing up for something that basically kind of overwhelmed him. And at a certain point in the production of the play, it was decided that we're going to bring in Colin Baker for the rest of the run of Doctor Who: The Ultimate Adventure. And they did this costume for him, which, as you see, leans more into blue than his TV costume. It was also a bit more lightweight, which is good, because you're going to be under stage lighting all night in this thing. So, yeah, that's a really deep cut. This outfit, this particular variation of the outfit, did not appear on TV at any point. And interestingly, in some of the press material at the time, I remember an interview in Starlog specifically, where Colin said he really liked this outfit because it was more lightweight, but also because he thought the blue tied it together better than some of his original costumes, leaning in on pink and green and so on. But of course, the reason they couldn't have blue in the original costume was blue screen, chroma key. Think it through. You have blue in the outfit, that part of the outfit is going to disappear when you're doing blue screen work. So this is a delightful deep cut, and let's go ahead and open him up and see what happens. This turned out to be a more interesting challenge than I was expecting. The box is very nice. The box is very sturdy, and there's kind of a box inside the box going on here. I will warn you that on the evening that I opened this up and shot this video of opening it up for the first time, well, supposedly I'm on the high-functioning end of the spectrum. Sometimes my fine motor skills beg to differ. And we'll leave it at that. So this video of opening this set is very edited. Let me put it to you that way. The box inside a box includes kind of a little diorama. You might want to hang on to that. Even if you're not going to hang on to the outer box, that inner diorama, bits of it could make a decent little display piece. Just putting that out there for those who are so inclined. The whole thing is held in place. The Doctor is strapped to the TARDIS. The TARDIS is actually held in place by this plastic strip. And are those two Phillips head screws? Okay, hold that thought. I have the perfect thing for that. Sonic screwdriver. I think I've talked about this in several videos without ever actually giving it its own video. This was the best Father's Day gift ever. The Matt Smith sonic screwdriver that opens up has actual screwdriver bits in it of various sizes. You snap them into the bottom of the handle, which is actually it's a pretty hefty piece of metal, that handle, and your sonic screwdriver is a real screwdriver. I once had to fix the RF box on a Magnavox Odyssey at a convention, doing a panel about video game history. Just a general nerd convention we used to have in these parts called GlitchCon. Now, you talk about something that brought the house down. It's whipping out a sonic screwdriver and saying you're going to use this to fix something. So, you put the bits back in the middle of the screwdriver. You close the screwdriver up. I'm talking more about the screwdriver than I am about this set. But don't worry, we're about to close up the screwdriver and get back to opening the TARDIS here. There's some tape involved with that plastic strip. Getting that off there. And now, with a little bit of a tug, because the plastic tray holding the figure of the Doctor is sticking through the bottom, sticking through a slot in the bottom. Bit of a tug, the whole thing is free. But now you have to cut the plastic straps holding the figure down to the TARDIS. We'll do that real quick. Like I said, there are some edits in here to keep it mercifully short. You also have to, those strips go through the hinges of the doors. You have to open the doors, pull the strips out. Okay, so there's the TARDIS. I think this is a repaint of the TARDIS the Character Options did for the 4th Doctor Shada box set. I'm guessing that from the very particular coloring of the windows. It does have a battery compartment. It does have a speaker, so you can put batteries in it. You can do the, you can do the sound and lights thing if you are so inclined. A lot of fiddly bits involved in getting the Doctor out of the tray. Get a good look at him here. Very nice detailing on the outfit. Let's one more time look at the outfit itself. Very nice approximation of a very unique outfit that, honestly, I keep saying it, I'm stunned we got this as an action figure. I'm stunned. And I'm such a fan of the 6th Doctor that this was a priority for me to pick up. And Character Options does great work. These figures are in kind of a very particular scale, a 5.5-inch scale. And I have not run into very many other figure lines that are even close to that particular persnickety scale. The paint app on the 6th Doctor figures, going all the way back to, I think, 2009 when they started rolling them out, is top-notch. We would probably have been happy if the figure had even a vague approximation of that much detail. But no, they go for it. They go for it. You know, if there's plaid on the coat, there's plaid on the figure. It's, you know, it's very nicely done. You have to respect the craftsmanship there. Get a slightly closer look at everything. The weathering on the TARDIS is chef's kiss. Yet they didn't have to do that. I'm impressed that they did that. To be honest, I remember being thrilled getting the Daypole TARDIS back in the day. That was just this very consistent bright blue all around. This, however, is not the case, and kind of that weathered dark blue very accurately reflects the state of the TARDIS prop, the BBC's TARDIS prop, by the time Colin Baker was the one walking in and out of it. Just exceptional detailing on that. I have no complaints. I'm a big fan of the Sixth Doctor. I, like many others, kind of come down on the side of, and many fans feel this way. The actor, Colin Baker, really got done dirty by the BBC back in the 80s. He was the first actor to be dismissed from the role. He was planning on staying much longer and was playing kind of a longer character development than he got to work out on the screen. The producer, John Nathan Turner, thought it would be interesting to start out with the Doctor being somewhat unlikable. And so Colin really leaned into that with the understanding that over time the character would soften. But he really only got 2 seasons on TV, and then he was out the door because of internal political BS at the BBC. Yeah, that's the worst kind of BS, is BBC BS. But anyway, he has been game to come back for anything, from the stage play that this outfit was designed for, to Dimensions in Time, which was this goofy 1993 charity special that was the closest we really got to a 30th anniversary special, because Doctor Who was not regularly on the air in the 90s. The really big thing is that Colin came back to do Big Finish audios. And in that format, he finally got to play out the development of the character that he had planned all along, which was to start out boisterous and, wow, do we even really like this guy? And end up in a different place with him where he is much more recognizably the Doctor. And so I'm always grateful to Big Finish for giving him that chance. And I'm grateful that Character Options saw fit to give us this very specialized version of the Sixth Doctor in action figure form. I wasn't expecting that, and it's absolutely a delight. I have no complaints on this set. None whatsoever. No regrets, no buyer's remorse. 10 out of 10 stars.